Hey everyone, welcome back to my Wheels channel. Today we're diving into something that could save you from some serious headaches and expensive repairs. How to properly handle your dual clutch transmission or DCT. If you drive a car with a DCT, you're probably loving those lightning fast gear changes. But did you know there are habits you might be doing that could damage your transmission without you even realizing it? Stick around because we're about to cover the 5 things you should never do in a DCT vehicle to keep it running smoothly. What is a DCT? So what's a dual clutch transmission? Picture this. It's like having 2 manual transmissions working together, each with its own clutch. One clutch handles the odd gears, 1st, 3rd, 5th, and the other takes care of the even gears, 2nd, 4th, 6th. This setup lets the transmission pre-select the next gear while you're still driving, making shifts happen in milliseconds. That's why DCTs are a favorite in performance cars like the Volkswagen GTI or even some Hyundai and Kia. But with great tech comes great responsibility, so let's get into those 5 mistakes to avoid. Don't shift to neutral when stopped. Number 1, don't shift to neutral when you're stopped. If you've ever driven a manual, you might be used to popping the gear into neutral at a stoplight to give the clutch a break. But with a DCT, that's a habit you need to kick. When you come to a stop, the DCT automatically disengages the clutches, so there's no wear happening. Keeping it in drive lets the transmission pre-select the next gear, so when the light turns green, you're ready to roll without delay. Shifting to neutral actually makes the transmission work harder to re-engage when you shift back to drive, which can cause unnecessary wear over time. In a traditional manual, holding the clutch pedal down wears out the throwout bearing, but DCTs are designed to stay in gear at a stop. So trust the system and keep it in drive, your transmission will thank you. Be careful when inching forward. Number 2, be careful when inching forward in heavy traffic. We've all been stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic creeping along at a snail's pace. It's frustrating, right? But for your DCT, that constant inching can be a real problem. When you're moving super slowly, the clutches are slipping, which generates heat and wears them out faster. Think of it like riding the clutch in a manual transmission, it's not good. To help, try leaving a bit more space between you and the car in front. That way, when traffic moves, you can accelerate enough to fully engage the clutch instead of keeping it in that slipping zone. It's not always easy in stop-and-go traffic, but even small changes can make a big difference. Avoid the accelerator on hills. Number 3, never use the accelerator to hold your car on an incline. Picture this. You're stopped on a hill, and you're tempted to use the gas pedal to keep from rolling back, just like you might in a manual. Stop right there. In a DCT, this causes the clutches to slip continuously, creating a ton of heat that can damage them over time. It's like asking your transmission to do a workout it wasn't designed for. Instead, use your brake pedal to hold the car in place. Many modern cars have hill assist, which keeps the car from rolling back until you press the accelerator. If your car has this feature, use it. It's a lifesaver for your transmission. By avoiding the accelerator on hills, you're preventing unnecessary wear and keeping your DCT happy. Avoid improper launching techniques. Number 4, avoid improper launching techniques. Who doesn't love the thrill of a quick takeoff? Some performance cars with DCTs come with launch control, which lets you accelerate rapidly from a stop. But if your car doesn't have launch control, or if you're not using it correctly, you could be putting serious stress on your transmission. Holding the brake while revving the engine and then releasing the brake causes the clutches to slip under high torque, leading to wear and heat buildup. If you don't have launch control, just accelerate smoothly from a stop. Even with launch control, frequent use can still contribute to wear over time. Some people shared that they noticed their DCT felt less responsive after aggressive launches, so it's best to keep those to a minimum, unless your car is built for it. Always come to a complete stop. Number 5, always come to a complete stop before shifting between drive and reverse. This one's a biggie, and it applies to any transmission, but it's especially important for DCTs. Shifting from drive to reverse or vice versa while the car is still moving can cause a major shock to the transmission, potentially leading to grinding or even failure. It's like trying to force a puzzle piece into the wrong spot, it's not going to end well. Always make sure your car is completely stopped before changing directions. The same goes for shifting into park. Never do it while the car is moving, as it can damage the parking mechanism. This simple habit can save you from costly repairs down the road. General tips to keep your DCT in top shape. Now let's talk about some general tips to keep your DCT in top shape. First, follow your manufacturer's maintenance schedule for transmission fluid checks and changes. Even if it's called lifetime fluid, periodic inspections are a good idea. Second, if you have a dry clutch DCT, like in some Hyundai, be extra cautious as they're more sensitive to heat than wet clutch DCTs, which use oil for cooling. Finally, keep an eye out for software updates from your manufacturer. One of you noted that a software update made their DCT smoother and more responsive, so don't skip those. Oh, and one quick note. There are two types of DCTs, wet clutch and dry clutch. Wet clutch DCTs are better for high-performance cars because they use oil to cool the clutches. Dry clutch DCTs are lighter and more efficient but can overheat more easily, so you might need to be extra careful with the habits we've talked about if you have one. So to wrap it up, here are the 5 things you should never do with your dual clutch transmission vehicle. By following these tips and taking good care of your DCT, you can enjoy its awesome performance for years to come. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more car tips and tricks. Got a DCT story or question? Drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.